Alright, so I'll give you guys like the lowdown, the process of how this all works. So I had to send out a wire transfer to the IBV for my application for my pro card and whatnot. We gotta pay for it. $250. I know it's $275 American. It used to be $250, but now it's $275. And it being like $345 Canadian. So I gotta send that off to them plus my proof of receipt so they don't waste time. They'll just send me right away. I'm sending off right now actually. Let's get this off and sent. So that is now sent. I put in my request to do the Texas, Tampa, Toronto, and Mexico. If, you know, like I said, it all depends on, just basically depends on if we can travel. If I have to quarantine when I have to get home, then I won't be doing Mexico or Tampa. I'll have to do Texas if I have to quarantine when I get back. But I do not believe we have to be quite honest. I think just haven't really said it yet, but they have mentioned that people who do have both vaccines will be able to travel. So I'm very confident that I'll be able to travel. So I'm not really, you know, but I'm just saying, just in case it doesn't happen, I'm not trying to have you guys be like, I thought you were going to go compete. You said you were going to compete. You didn't. But either way, I'm prepping like I'm doing Mexico. To be honest, I'm prepping right now like I'm doing a show in like 6 weeks actually. So, you know, I got to get myself down no matter what. I have changed things up. So just to give you guys an update of my gear use now. So I lowered my test to 100 milligrams every 5 days. I canceled out Anavar. I was taking 20 milligrams of Anavar a day. Now I'm taking 25 milligrams of Winstrol Inject a day. So yes, a day. It's like literally this much. So that's basically what I'm doing. And then I am now taking, obviously still in the same GW. I'm doing now an hour and a half of cardio. I've added in 25 micrograms of clenbuterol, and that's it. And then I'm still eating between 28 and 3,000. So roughly in between that. So that's what I'm doing right now. And that's my update really. And I feel like a bag of dicks. I do. I'm honest. So I was doing cardio yesterday. You know, I like doing cardio before I eat. That's my thing. I don't like doing cardio after I eat because I feel like I gotta eat now. And it's just, you know, what you learn to do. Prep. You find the most optimal way to make things work for you. You know what I mean? There's no like right and wrong way. There's how can you do this the best way you can do it. So I found that the reason why I do cardio in the morning is because I get to eat right after, and the reason why I do cardio before I eat at nighttime is because so I can eat. So that's what I do. And so anyway, yesterday I'm doing cardio. I'm feeling pretty shitty yesterday. And while I'm doing cardio, and I felt my stomach kind of growl. Like it was like, and it was like a sharp growl. Like one of those, like, you know, when you're really hungry, you're like, damn, like, whew. It was weird. This is weird. Okay, I'm telling you guys, I'm trying to be so transparent about this whole thing. It gave me an adrenaline rush. I was like, ugh. I was like, sweet. And I think it was a combination of knowing that there is this like internal battle, this internal mental battle constantly. And yesterday we got on the same page. It was like, you know, when you really get to that point where like, you know, you are in charge of this entire thing. Every voice in your head is you. You know what I mean? Every doubt, every crave, that is all you. And the sport is really this internal battle you have with yourself and the triggers and the stimulus of eating, you know, wanting to satisfy being hungry because you're going to be hungry. You're dieting down. You're in a deficit. You're only eating enough to maintain the muscle you have, but trying to get off as much fat as you have. So there's nothing around being hungry. You know, being hungry doesn't mean you're starving, although your body feels like it, but you're not because you get to eat. So there are people that are starving. You know what I'm saying? So I got to this point yesterday. I was like, and it excited me because when I got off the stepper and I went into my studio and I looked at my physique. I was like, oh, there it is, and I could see my glutes coming in from the top. You know, when you see it coming to the bottom, it's always, that part is really always gonna kind of be there, you know, even for me. But like, you know, for most people, when you diet, the bottom of, you know, the glutes there, you see them easier, right? And I looked up and I'm like, and I'm seeing it clearly through from the top down. Like a good, like, I'm not like, I'm like, is it there yet? I'm like, yo, they're coming in. Like, they're gonna be in, like, fully in by Saturday, like, 100%. When I go see Greg on Saturday, I'm gonna have full-on glutes, like, 100%. Like right now, you can see him without, like, you're not doing none of this. You're like, yo, your glutes coming in. That's what you literally say. and I'll actually show you a video. Anyway, so yeah, man, that's it. That's what I want to say. That's what I just want to kind of give you an update of how I feel. I feel tired, hungry occasionally. You know what? The good thing is I'm training myself. I'm doing all of this on my own, and I'm having better results than I've ever had. And that's not because, they weren't good. It's because my body, and they were all trying to figure out how my body worked the best way they could with the knowledge that they have. And through all of that and them experimenting, I'm also, taking the things that work the best for my body and then going through everything I went through to now at the point where I'm at a place where I don't need a coach. I know enough. I didn't need a coach, to be honest, before. I needed to know how to do this sport, right? People understand I'm a strength and conditioning coach. My only reason for even messaging Greg wasn't to become his friend at all. And I didn't want to hang out with him. I didn't want him to coach me. I wanted to find out how to do the shit. I wanted to find out how to be good at the sport, because the sport I got into right after playing football. And for me, I was like, I gotta find out if I'm supposed to do the sport, if it's any worth it, whatever. And I saw a dude that was really good at it. And I'm like, yo, I saw the magazines. The guy looks like one of the guys from the magazines, and he's the only one here looks like the guy from the magazine. So I need to know how to look like one of the guys from the magazines, because that's the guys who are winning. And then I messaged him, and I tried to kind of backdoor weasel my way into getting information from him, and then he caught me like that. He's like, yo, if you want coaching, blah, 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 blah. And that's how the conversations, that's how we basically started talking more, is me trying to really find an answer on how to get striated glutes. I'm like, this guy's got striated glutes. How do you get that shit? Right? I was like, what the fuck? That looks insane. And then I saw him again at Nationals. I was like, she's even better. So, now it's I'm at this point where I'm like, I just know my body. I know, and not necessarily that I just know my body. I know this. I know this, and I'm in so much control of this. We're getting there, right? We are getting there. I'm gonna go do 30 minutes of cardio now, and then tomorrow the gym's open back up. The gym's open back up here tomorrow. I just realized that, and I don't care. I don't care, only because the gym I've been going to with my athlete. I mean, I've been training Trevor and Carolyn and Damon since November, and it's been absolutely amazing. I love how we've grown. We've grown to be friends. I feel feel like family to them, to be honest. I'm prepping Carolyn for a show right now, and she's under 4 weeks out, and then they're headed to Louisville to go see their mother. And yeah, I'm not gonna have them for the last 4 weeks. You know what I mean? I was like, damn. An integral part of this has been, my growth in training, coaching. They've been a big part of this whole thing, which is pretty cool. You don't think that, you know what I mean? When they called me up and hired me, I wasn't expecting this to be the outcome. They just don't know. If you meet somebody, if someone hires you or whatever it is, you'll never know what kind of people come into your life and what kind of role they play. Through this whole process, you know what I mean? Really from last year and now being, close to 100,000 on YouTube, and doing a show where I feel so motivated because I wanted something new, another new challenge for me that I feel like I'm just not. I feel like I'm a brand new bodybuilder again. But then again, I'm not gonna lie. The support I got from you guys, I'm getting from you guys is fuel. I'm telling you right now, I'm prepping with you guys. You guys are prepping with me. We're prepping right to the stage. And I'm going to win, okay? Let's just get this straight. And that's not knocking anybody else. I'm an athlete. I'm a competitor. I've been an athlete my entire life. My entire life. There's no way I'm doing this to just to show up and no, I want to win. I want to win. My goal before even going to this class was I wanted to make the Olympia by the time I was 40. That was my goal. And then my daughter happened. And then I started thinking about my health more and more and more and more and more. And then I was like, I got to find a way to do this and achieve that goal. And like I said, I'm not trying to step on nobody's feet. I'm not trying to say, oh yeah, and Big Bad John from the open division is coming down, because I'm not big bad anything coming from anybody's open anywhere. I was an open class competitor that was on his way up and doing really well. And you know what? I dropped down to a class that gives me more of an opportunity to be a lot more healthier, but again, still be competitive. And I want to win. So I'm doing this whole prep for myself and for you guys. Myself first. 100%. Myself first. And then you guys. But that's how it should be. And I appreciate it. So I appreciate you guys so much for, just, root me on, cheer me on, encourage, you send me encouraging words. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, guys, I'm not I don't listen to fans. I don't get caught up and be like, they said I'm this, so I'm really good. No, I totally believe that every one of you guys that are messaging me are genuine and really feel a part of this. And I believe that. I know the difference between somebody blowing smoke in my ass and someone being a true supporter. I don't even call you guys fans, man. Y'all aren't fans. Y'all support. Fuck that fan shit. You're not fans. You guys are my support. So if you guys ever see me somewhere, if you see me in the area, if you're in Texas, Tampa, whatever, you're gonna go to the show, man, you come, man. You're not fans. You were support. Iron sharpens iron. Y'all been sharpening me just as much as I've been sharpening you. Just letting y'all know that this is a two-way street. This has to be a two-way street, and I believe this is a very, very two-way street. So I appreciate you all. I'm gonna run out some energy, get downstairs, do my cardio, some more filming. Oh man! Oh. Anyway, love you guys. Two. Nice. Come on. 1, 2. Come on. 3, 4. One more. Good. Nice. I got like easily a minimum 10 pounds of water. Every prep I've done, diuretic, I lose 10 pounds of water. Peak week.
So you probably need like another 8 pounds.
Yeah. Yeah. 8 pounds of fat off is like a lot. This. I'm spotting both sides. I'm gonna spot both arms. So let's watch that left arm. Boom, up. 2 more. 1 more. Good. How heavy? I'm getting 2 of these on. I'm putting 2 of these fuckers on. Mine turned off. I have good body awareness, so I know when I feel something off a little bit, and I'm way extra cautious. So, especially now when you're getting closer, and your body fat is lower and lower. Yeah, that's why I try to stay away from pushing too heavy. Push your max effort, but weight-wise, I'm glad we only have 120s. Because we have 130s, 140s, 150s, we're gonna always want to go up and up and up. This is kind of force you to stay in a box where you can keep things a little more under control. Ugh.